When we discuss and we look at coaching searches on the outside perspective, we go, oh, it was a quick, swift decision for Michigan. But in those hours where Michigan approached you, you have to make a decision. It's one of the most life-altering decisions you've had to make for yourself and your family. Can you explain your perspective on it inside all of this?
Well, this year was unique because everything happened so quickly. Typically, though, if you're interested in a school and they're interested in you and there's an opening, there's a lot of behind-the-scenes research being done. You're asking everyone that's been associated with that program about the people, about the inner workings, and so you usually gather all this information. They gather all their information, and you hope you're on the same page, and it works out. But very, very grateful for how swift this process was, because it gives us a chance to get started on our roster and building a good team for next year.
You said you maybe showed your hand a little too early, a little too fast with Ward Manuel. What sold you? And maybe did your wife, when you got home, say to you, you showed your hand a little too fast? What are you doing here?
Well, I've been accused a number of times by my wife of being a terrible businessman when it came to my coaching and contracts, and that's not why I do it. So I always kept that separate. And even with this process, I didn't want to look at the contracts, so I let my agent handle all that, and I wanted to find the best place for me and my family. And like I said, when we lived up here, we grew fond of the area of the university, and that never changed. And the opportunity to get back to the Big Ten and compete against the best was also appealing.
The headline just took FAU to the Final Four, 6 straight winning seasons. But along the way, you grinded, and you came from, not out here in the middle of the court in the sideline. You were back far and layers down on the coaching staff. How much passion do you have for this game, and how much do you look back fondly on those memories to get you here as you sit with the Michigan pin on your shirt and realize the job that you have now?
The amount of passion that I have for this game is unparalleled. That's probably my greatest competitive advantage. I love basketball coaching and teaching as much as anyone. When I look at this journey, people always ask, is this your dream job or is that your dream job? And I would simply reply, this is too big of a dream. I never dreamed this. But I have earned it and worked hard for it, and prepared to do the absolute best job I can and enjoy it as well.
There are banners inside this arena, Final Four banners, Big Ten championships. It's been a while since there's a national championship banner. It's a big question, but it is the question. How do you put another one up here in this arena soon?
Day by day, brick by brick, get lost in the fight, the process, and the banner is a byproduct of so many people working together, being on the same page, and fighting for a bigger purpose.
It's been a frenzied few hours taking this job, moving here, not even getting to see the facilities before you signed on. What will be the moment where you sit down with your 3 boys, with your wife, maybe it's tonight, maybe it's tomorrow, where you finally get to reflect? What will that be like for you?
When we have a roster and a staff in place.
So it's going to be a while.
It's going to be a while. Yeah.